Teslas are filled with so many different secrets and hidden features that it's just simply hard to keep track of all of them. And I have actually done multiple videos now kind of going over these secrets and hidden features and where to find them and what to do. But I thought, you know what? Why not make things simple in 2021 and combine everything into just one video? Because there have been things that have come as of late that I haven't been able to cover, some other hidden features that I still get questions on all the time that a lot of people don't know. So in this video, this is gonna be all of them, or at least the highlight of I think 11 or 12 of the top secret features, tips, tricks, and cool things that your Tesla can do that you probably didn't know your car was capable of. Of course, if you're a longtime Tesla owner and veteran, you might know all of these, maybe not all of them, but probably most of them. And if you're a new owner or potential owner, then sit back and relax because I've got a lot of good information for you on so many cool things your Tesla vehicle can do. Right off the bat, most people know that you can remove the aero cover that comes on the standard aero wheels, and underneath you can put the wheel cap kit that Tesla sells in its place, which is nice. It gives the car a little bit of a different look, but that's kind of simple stuff. We all mostly knew that. But what you might not have known is that you can actually go into the Tesla software and tell the car you have changed the tires, whether you've upgraded to a whole new set of tires or you've downgraded, or even if you're going to the wheel cap kit that Tesla officially sells, that does make some difference when it comes to range and efficiency. And because the car is not smart enough to know that tire was changed, even though it's pretty smart in other areas, you kind of have to give it a little bit of help and let it know what change you did. So you can actually jump through the Tesla service menu in the software and actually tell it which tires you have put on. It's one of those little things, but it will help with calculations for range and efficiency, and is probably something a lot of people didn't know that you could actually do. This next one is a quick and simple tip that I use all the time, and it is super easily turning on and off the climate control in the car. Of course, you can do it just by pressing the button and then by pressing the power button to turn it on and off. You can do voice commands as well. You can even use the app if you'd like to. But best of all, what I've really loved to do is just long press the icon. If you long press the fan icon, either when the system is on or if the system is off, it will basically invoke the command to do the opposite. So if it's off and you hold down that fan icon, it's going to turn the system on, and if it's on, of course, it's going to turn it off. It's a little thing, it's not that big of a revolutionary deal, and again, many people might know it exists, but it is super nice and a super easy way to turn it on or off without having to tap the icon, then tap the power button, then get rid of the whole screen and have it go back down and collapse. Really simple, just press and hold that icon and your commands will be executed. Super nice and something I use absolutely every day, if not like every time I'm in the car. Next is another simple one that many people might not have realized was a thing, and that is removing favorites from the Tesla Media Center. If you're using TuneIn or Stitcher, you can basically make favorites for playlists or genres or talk radio that you happen to listen to, and once you favorite it, it's easy to actually access those and jump around, but it's not super intuitive to remove it, or maybe you're overthinking it. If you want to remove favorites, just go ahead and tap and hold on it. You're going to be presented with a couple of different options here, mainly the X, to just be able to tap on that, remove that favorite, and get rid of it from your vehicle. Again, a super simple one to remove favorites. Just tap and hold, press that X, and you're good to go. Tip number 4 is swipe navigation. This is, again, one I use all the time. It's super handy to have built in, and one that, again, I'm surprised many people don't know is a thing inside of Tesla. So if you go into the Tesla mapping software and you set your work destination and your home destination, a way to easily go from one of those to the other is simply by swiping left to right. If you're at home, if you swipe left to right in the search bar, you're automatically going to get navigation directions to your office and real-time traffic data. And if you are out of your house, specifically at work, you can swipe on that to go home. I found that if you're at basically anywhere out of your house and you do that left to right swipe, it'll basically always navigate you home. And only if you are starting from home will it navigate you to work, thanks to the car knowing its location. Again, it's one of those simple things that you might not know about and it's not super intuitive, but once you know it's there, you'll probably use it all the time if you're like me and kind of just want to get traffic directions and current traffic conditions before I head off to work. This next one is one that I featured in a video, I think over a year ago, but I still get questions on basically every single day in the comments on my YouTube videos, and that is this full screen media interface. This is a bettertheater.com that, as the name would suggest, is basically a better Tesla theater for your car. And the built-in Tesla theater is great, and it's getting new content all the time. You know, you can watch Netflix and Hulu and Twitch and stuff like that, but what if you want to watch Disney Plus or access your Plex server from the comfort of your car, or even full page web apps like Reddit, for example? The best way to do that is by using a better theater. Essentially how this works is by kind of spoofing the car a little bit. You want to basically jump into it in the browser, then it's going to pop you out to the car's YouTube app, which is basically a full screen browser, which then will bounce you out to the website in a full screen mode. It's a great way to watch content and kind of take advantage of that beautiful screen and high quality audio system, and it just basically unlocks more content streaming options than what's built into the car. Again, just go in your car's browser to a bettertheater.com, run through the prompts, and then you'll be able to enjoy a wide variety of different content from the comfort of your car. This next tip is all about Sentry Mode. Sentry Mode is a wonderful feature. It's awesome that the car can record things, and the Dashcam feature built in is great as well, but it wasn't always super intuitive to get Sentry Mode up and running. Back when it kind of first became a thing, you had to plug your drive into a computer, you had to format it a specific way, give it a special name, and that was kind of the regular way to do things with Sentry Mode kind of set up and getting it up and running. Now things are much easier, and you can actually format the drive for your Sentry Mode car in the specific way that it needs in the car itself. So if you jump into the settings inside of the car, you have the option here to format the drive that you plugged in for Sentry Mode. So in a lot of cases, new Tesla vehicles come with Sentry Mode drives built in. If you want to add your own, you just simply plug it in, you can format it right from the car, and you're done. No having to plug it into your PC, your Mac, no having to go through that giant process of kind of getting everything up and running just right. You can now just plug it into the car, format the drive from the onboard computer, and you're good to go. This next one is a cool little tip for Standard Range Plus owners, and this is paid additions. This is something that many people don't know about, but it's a thing. If you own a Standard Range Plus, you can actually go into the app and unlock features by paying for them. And not just full self-driving, because that's available for everybody, but specifically rear heated seats. The Standard Range Plus comes with 2 seats heated. Those are the ones in the front, and the rear seats do have the hardware to do it. You just have to pay the money in order to unlock that feature. It's about $100 a seat, so $300 will allow you to heat the seats in the back, which is nice. And there's also some news going around that Tesla will soon unlock the heated steering wheel for Standard Range Plus owners as well to buy as an option. This, of course, means you have to have one of the newer Model 3s. It has heated steering wheel built in, but if you do, you might be able to unlock it by paying for it soon. Tip number 8 is one that I'm surprised isn't on by default. It also has to do with Sentry Mode, and this is honk to capture. Basically, if you've ever been in a situation where you've had to honk somebody, or maybe in a close call, like you're gonna, might get hit from somebody who's backing into you or something like that, being able to honk and automatically record a clip for Sentry Mode in the Dashcam is very important. And this is a feature that if you go into the safety and security Sentry Mode settings, you can turn on honk to capture, which basically, as the name suggests, every time you honk the horn, it's automatically going to save a clip from all the different camera angles to your drive in a special place that will not be overridden. Again, this is just one of those things that I think is kind of a no-brainer. If you're ever in a situation where you have to use your horn, chances are there's a good chance you might want to save that accompanying clip. So that just makes sense. Just turn that on, super easy. It's just a checkbox and kind of gives you a little bit more peace of mind. This next one is just a little bit of a tidbit of information I thought I'd point out to anybody who likes to do software updates or stream any media in their car. If you don't pay for premium connectivity, or if you have to download your software updates through your phone in your car, using a Wi-Fi hotspot on your phone is a great way to do it. But you might notice something annoying, and it's that the car can very frequently disconnect from that personal Wi-Fi hotspot. The reason for that, and the reason being is because every time the car shifts from park or to park, it automatically turns off Wi-Fi. So if you're parked and you connect to a Wi-Fi hotspot, as soon as you flip that car into reverse, it's automatically going to disconnect that Wi-Fi connection. Unfortunately, right now, there is no way to get around this. This is just a feature built into Tesla vehicles, and just something you should know that if you do want to basically download or stream anything through that personal hotspot on your phone, you're gonna have to put the car in drive first, then go over to Wi-Fi and then turn it on and make that connection. Anytime you go into park or you switch gears, it's going to kick you out, which is a little unfortunate, but just something you should probably know. Next, let's talk texting. Now, your car can technically send messages and read messages without the use of your phone's built-in virtual assistant, though let me just say it's not great. The Tesla vehicle does not really understand the concept of group messages and some of other software-specific features, things like CarPlay and Android Auto would handle on its own. Though you can send and receive messages, you just have to jump into the Tesla software in order to set that up. And last but not least, another great tip that you should definitely be aware of is sharing an address from your phone to your car. If you're in an instance where you're looking up an address, or maybe you're in Google Maps or something like that, you can actually share the address from iOS or Android to your Tesla without having to input it into the map manually. What you can do is, at least on iOS, you use the share sheet, or and I'm sure on Android it works the same way, and share to the Tesla app. What this essentially is going to do is share that address through the app to your car. So once you share it through there, it'll send it off to your car, automatically put it into your navigation, and you're good to go. All right, and I think that about does it. Those are the tips and the tricks and the secrets that I use all the time, and hopefully you guys find useful as well. Hopefully at least someone learned something new from this. I know many of you guys are seasoned Tesla veterans and all this is simple too, but I'm sure many people are potential owners to new owners who just don't know this stuff. I just recently taught a lot of these to my parents, so I thought I'd pass them along to you guys as well. Anyways, what are your favorite tips and tricks? If you have a new one to share, leave it in the comments down below so we can all check it out and use it together, and just talk all about new features and hidden things that we didn't know our cars could do, just to learn more and really even more enjoy the great Tesla experience. Anyways, thanks guys so much for watching. I'm Robert Rosenfeld. I'll see ya in the next one.